Shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who are my teachers. Much respect to you, brothers, laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Now I got a clip from last night's NBC Nightly News, all right, and it's going into the surging costs of items in Babylon the Great, okay? And starting with our apostles and elders, we told you this was going to happen, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, okay? Now I'm going to play this video, and I may pause it to get a little information, but this thing right here is going to cause what? Hyperinflation. Matter of fact, I have that word queued up, so let's get that information right quick, then we'll play the video.
Hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation, monetary inflation occurring at a very high rate. Now I also went and looked at what is hyperinflation and what causes it. Hyperinflation has two main causes: an increase in money supply and demand pull inflation. In other words, you don't have enough goods to meet the demand. It says the former happens when a country government begins printing money to pay for its spending. As it increases the money supply, prices rise, as in regular inflation. So what have we been seeing? We've been seeing the Fed just print up money. All right. People forget about the bear market. People forget about the it's a certain market that has everyday loans where you get a daily loan for your bank. Okay. And the Fed's been printing money. They've been supplying these bailouts, these loans. And that's not even adding into the stimulus money, all right, that they've been throwing away. Matter of fact, let's see. America. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's look at something real quick. Let's look at the debt clock, right? Let's see if it'll come up. All right. It says, yep, real time. Let's take a look. Woo, look at that thing just running up, man. All right. And this is what's going to cause hyperinflation. Cause these different countries to devalue the dollar. All right, cause the dollar to crash. All right, and we see it playing out, and it's just running. Right, that's 28 trillion and going. Right now, let's play this video. We'll get a couple presets and we'll close it out.
Talking about the price you pay, and it's surging on household staples. Kristen Dahlgren explains why.
The end of the line for the toilet paper. And
1 year after the great toilet paper panic, get ready for the toilet paper price hike. Some of the nation's biggest manufacturers announcing they are raising prices by nearly 10% in the next few months, thanks to increases in costs of wood pulp used to make paper, surging gas prices, along with stress on the entire supply chain during the pandemic.
We're going to see price increases like we've never seen before. Now we're seeing it on packaging, on transportation, on just about everything.
Hoarding may have also played a role. Americans spent an extra $2 billion on rolls in 2020. And it's not just toilet paper. Prices for diapers and feminine products are also going up. But they're
Whoa. Feminine products, man. When this place really go down, man, it's gonna be rough on you on these 2/3 Eve, man.
are ways to save.
The key is real simple. Look for your great prices online, shop around, and make sure that you have that product that you need without overstocking.
While some lower prices may return at some point, experts say many high prices may be here to stay. The price of the pandemic coming soon to a store near you. Kristen Dahlgren, NBC News.
Up next.
And that's what we've been telling you, man. This is all a scheme of the global elite to forward their agenda, all right, so they can crown their enterprise a success. This is Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon. Yeah, spiritually flee out of the midst of Babylon, all right? Come out of the ways of America and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Yeah, the Lord is going to pay back Babylon the Great. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that have made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad, and they have followed after the ways of Babylon the Great, including that debt, right? It says Babylon is suddenly falling here. All of a sudden, okay, you're having hyperinflation. All of a sudden, gas prices going up. All of a sudden, food prices going up. Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. Yeah, all of a sudden, it ain't going to be any food in the stores. All of a sudden, it's going to be a great famine, right? And destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed, right? Yeah, these different stimulus packages, these different things that they're trying to print this money to heal this deadly wound, but it can't be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let everyone go. Let us go, everyone, into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Yeah. Oh, the Lord is preparing a sore judgment for Babylon the Great. Okay? And it's playing out beautifully. Let's go to Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You see, all the things that the Lord has prophesied or purposed for Babylon the Great is coming to pass. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Yeah, whose soul is that? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. But the just shall live by his faith. You see? Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, yeah, that same philosophy that these nations have drunken of. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death. Yeah, man. They ain't gonna leave any gleaning grapes. And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. We often go into this word clay, which means what? Debt. That's what you're seeing. All right? Hyperinflation is causing great distress among these different nations. See? Weight of pleasures, heavy debts. You see? So the dollar is becoming worthless. Why? Because America keeps printing more and more and more of it. Okay? Let's go to Obadiah. All right? Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, concerning Edom. The Edomites, right? We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Yeah, and they are greatly despised, man. These other countries are talking big boss, I'm going to just say it, shit to America. All right? And they're not holding back. All right? They're no longer in fear of America, Babylon the Great. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Yeah, America think they're in the same position that they've always been. But that's their pride. Thou that dwellest, right, in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yeah, man. That's what they say. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, yeah, that nest going into the weaponry, right? Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And the Lord is going to do this, man. All right? And he's strategically taking down Babylon. It says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Yeah, wouldn't they leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Yeah, the Lord is now revealing the wicked in this time. All right, he's been made bare. And this is part of it. This hyperinflation is going to hit the shores of America. It's going to cause great distress. Right? Matter of fact, let's get that word, distress. Right? Distress of nations. All right? Let's get it. Let's do a quick search. Let's go to the New Testament. I'm trying not to go too fast. Yep. That's not the one I want. Let's get it. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 22. It says, for these are the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Yeah, we just read about some that's going to be fulfilled right in the Old Testament, in Obadiah and Jeremiah. It says, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Now, this is speaking on what, 70 AD. But guess what? It's going to happen again. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. Yeah, it's going to cause great distress when you don't have enough funds to go and buy a loaf of bread. When a loaf of bread is $100, man. Oh man, that's beautiful. Because that drought that's going on right now in the western side of this country. All right, matter of fact, because Dabu spoke on that. Right? See if we can get the history. There we go. Check this out.
This is Dabu7, taking a look here at the mega drought that we're facing across this country. It's not just out in the West, although it is spawning from the region known as the Four Corners. This is an area that I've been to myself. This is out in the desert, very dry, and as you can see, this area expanding all the way down into Texas, southern Texas, California, and then of course you could see up here in this region, in the upper plains, this is a huge area of concern. This is in the North Dakota region, where they are suffering from a massive drought. This is an area, if anybody cares, where they grow a lot of our pasta, a lot of the wheat for our pasta.
And that's what I wanted right there. A lot of the wheat, which is going to cause what? Hyperinflation. This did I close that word out? Let's go back. It's going to cause hyperinflation. Because it said what? 2 factors is going to cause let's get it. Salakia. Okay. Come on.
Hyperinflation.
Monetary inflation occurring at a very high rate, right? Now, it says, another question, what is hyperinflation and what causes it? Hyperinflation has 2 main causes: an increase in money supply and demand pull inflation. So if you don't have any wheat to create any bread, any pasta, anything that has to do with that, guess what? It's going to what? Increase the demand. So the demand pull inflation is going to cause what? Hyperinflation. It's going to increase the amount of goods, and with them printing all this money, this stimulus is going to do the same thing, which in turn what? It's going to crash the dollar. It's going to cause these nations to be angry. Their money going to be worthless, man. That's why they trying to move from the dollar now. Right? Then what? You're going to have the digital dollar come, all right? So-called global reset, UBI, universal basic income, and then the mark of the beast, RFID market chip. Man, all this thing is tied up together. And this is how the Lord is bringing forth his work. Okay? Let's get one more precept. We'll close it out. Because the point is made. It's the Lord of hosts doing these things. Let's go stand in the book of Psalms. Right? Psalms. I believe it's 68. This beautiful judgment that the Lord is laying down. All right? And we see it. Why? Because the Lord has opened our eyes to see these things. Right? See what I want to start. Let's start at 19. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation, Salah. He that is our power is the power of salvation. So as we see these things come to pass, we know we got to depend and trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? And unto the Lord, and unto power, unto Yahawah the Lord, belong the issues from death, you see? So these things are going to cause what? Sedition among men, invading one another for the lack of bread, all right? And the Lord is beautiful in this work, man. That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well. Much respect to you, brothers living worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Lord willing, coming next year a lesson. Till the next time I say, Shalom.